Hey, welcome to this week's episode. This week's episode is fantastic. This is the reason I started Outdoor Man, to talk to fantastic people about all that's going on in the countryside. So, Monty was explained to me as a bumblebee on speed. He was just full bore, full on all the time, and just a great laugh. Even when I think of this episode now, I still smile about the recording because it was just fantastic to meet him and his wife, eat a bacon sandwich, and just chat about his experiences with the catahoula hounds, with hunting, and his life in the countryside, and his thoughts and views on it. Hopefully there'll be another episode to come with this, which will be me out in Alabama, hopefully seeing what he loves about out there as well. So yeah, before we head on, just a little bit of admin there. Just go and subscribe, hit the little bell button, so you know when my next videos are up, and show a bit of appreciation. Thank you very much. Catch you later.
I'm not really in a position to fucking answer that question.
Yeah, I'm not really an expert on this.
You know what I mean? You fucking ain't got on a real little fucking village, you know what I mean?
How did it all come about? You end up going out there then, doing that?
Right, 20 years ago, I've got some photos here for you. 20 years ago, I was fucking I used to have this magazine called The Gladiator. It was a magazine by a bloke called Phil Craven Lancaster. He's a fucking nutcase.
Right.
Right, and he was trying to bring back the old bull town, like Lyndon Ingalls has done.
Okay.
Right, exactly, but he was going on a different route. Anyway, I was fucking obsessed. I used to have his magazine, and one day there was an advert in it. It had got hog catching in America. Oh, fucking hell, you know, that's all right. Like, you know, fucking. So I sent for this video.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, it was fucking bulldogs, but what it was edited. Right. So you'd see the hounds a bit.
Yeah.
Right, but mainly you'd see a fucking bulldog running in, ploughing in, grabbing a fucking pig.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know the videos.
Anyway, I was fucking obsessed by this fucking thing, and do you know what I mean? And bulldogs then, and I started fucking looking into it and doing this and doing that and fucking. Anyway, I bought this book called Dogs of Velvet and Steel. Right, it's a pit bull book by Stevens. You know the book, no?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I read it through, and in one bit it said hog hunting is best east of Brunswick. Right? I ain't got a fucking clue where Brunswick. I didn't even know it was in America. Do you know what I mean? Could have been in fucking.
Yeah, you've got the AA map out looking for Brunswick.
Yeah. So I looked into it. There weren't no computers about then. I looked into it and I found where it was. It was in fucking Georgia. So I thought, fuck this. So I went and got a plane ticket to fly to Georgia. Right, I'd got no idea what I was going to do when I got there, but I just
That's where you were going.
I knew I was heading out to the right place. Well, anyway, I fucking landed in Atlanta, and I was talking to this bloke Tim. I thought, I'll catch the Greyhound bus. Don't ever do this. Don't ever do anything like that. And he went, what are you doing? I says, well, I'm going to try and locate some bulldogs catching pigs and all that. He went, no shit. Everything I'd said, he'd just say, no shit. Well, anyway, he says, how you going there? And I went, oh, I'm going on the fucking Greyhound bus, right? He went,
please.
fucking no shit.
Don't you dare put brown on it. That ruins a sandwich. Tomato, please. Yeah.
And I said, yeah. I said, well, can you show me where it is? He said, I'll take you to the end of the road. It's as far as I'll go. Right, so he took me to the end of the road, pointed, it's down there. So I fucking walked down to where it was. And, well, when I was coming over, I come over on French Airlines. And while I was on the fucking plane, this bloke opposite me, well, I was just ordering a can of Coke, like, or a fucking bottle of beer, you know what I mean? This French bloke was next to me, and the woman come down, he went, would you drink? And he went, champagne. So I watched, and I pulled this fucking bottle of champagne, like a little bottle like that. Yeah. Get it in, oh, fucking hell, I'm having some of that. Right, so I fucking put my hand, I said, can I have some champagne? Yeah, of course you can, like. So anyway, I kept fucking out off my head. But I'd saved the bottle and shoved it in my rucksack. Well, anyway, I gets into this fucking the place where you catch the coach. It's like a cafe in there as well, you know. You get your ticket and everything. Anyway, this fucking woman, this old woman, black woman, said to me, you sit down, I'll bring your coffee over. And anyway, she brought it over, and I pulled this bottle of champagne, and I went, oh, that's for you. Fucking, it's like a guinea of fucking an house. You know? It's like this Elvis getting stuff out, like, you know. Fucking hell, she was, oh, thank you, and all this, right. About 15 minutes later, this fucking black geezer come in, clocked me, sat down straight opposite me, drinking me coffee, like. And then he come up with this fucking story about his fucking, his mum was ill somewhere in some hospital and he needed fucking $30 to get there, and I was going to lend it him. Right, could you lend it, mate? You know what I mean? I went, no. I knew if I give him any money, right, that was it. I might as well fucking catch the plane and go home, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, he fucking jumped up, so I jumped up. You know, I've never been scared to get into a fucking brawl. I jumped up with the fucking, you know what I mean, getting up there. And next thing, this fucking woman from fucking nowhere hit this black geezer with a fucking broom. Bang! Around the back of the fucking head. Flipping out, going fucking, you leave him, and all, you know what I mean? Anyway, he fucked off, like, you know, I mean, fucking saved my life, really. And then I had to get onto the coach. So I got on there, and it took, I think it was took me about a day, full day, and some part of the night to get to this place. I just got a motel, and then everything was lucky, really. And then I got this Motel 6 anyway, and I'm staying there. And I thought, I can't afford this. I'll see if I can find something cheaper. So I'd heard about these caravan parks, trailer parks.
Yeah.
But then again, I didn't know fucking much about the place, you know what I mean? Anyway,
and a caravan's something you go on holiday in. It's not something you live in, isn't it?
They live in them.
Yeah.
Well, I seen this trailer park, so I rung up. And I said to the bloke at the trailer park, I've got some more photos somewhere with all the dogs bust up and that. I said to the bloke on the phone, I says, what was it, your daughter? I says, have you got a trailer I can rent for 2 weeks? I said, well, we don't really rent it for 2 weeks. I says, well, you know, she says, where are you from? I said, from England. She went, why do you come to America? You want to fucking live on a trailer park, you know? I said, I don't, I'm trying to stay there for 2 weeks. I thought it might be a bit cheaper. She went, no, so just put the phone down. Oh, I'll put the phone down. I said, all right, thank you. About 20 minutes later, the phone went off. What the fuck's that? I picked the phone up, hello. This bloke went, oh, sir, you rang up for a thing. Yeah, I said, yeah. He went for a trailer. He says, well, I own it. My name's Mr. Roberts. I own the trailer park. I said, well, you got one? And he went, no, sir, I haven't. He said, but are you a professional person? I went,
Thank you very much.
Not really, no.
Professional idiot, but nothing.
Okay, yeah, I said, no, I'm not really a professional. He went, well, you can come and stay with me at my house. I was a bit fucking concerned about this, you know what I mean? So I arranged to meet him on the fucking Wayne County border. Right, so anyway, I fucking gets there, and he pulls up in a truck. He's an old boy. He was the fucking nicest person you've ever met in your life, right? But what he wanted me for was, he wanted to take me out and introduce me to his friends as a fucking, his English friend. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So which suited me, you know what I mean? I didn't mind. Well, anyway, he got me in touch with this bloke called Mr. Tolver.
You've ruined that. You've absolutely ruined that sandwich.
They wanted dogs. Anyway, I arranged to meet him. Got to look. That's the one, just so.
And that's from a hound, is it? From a hog, that cut?
Hey?
Would that be from a hog, would it?
Yeah. And we arranged to meet there. That spark plug, look, has only got 3 legs.
Spark plug.
Look.
Fucking hell.
Well, anyway, I arranged to meet him at the dock. I got down there. Now, to me, this hog hunting malarkey, from what I could see on the fucking VHS, was just a bulldog catching a fucking pig.
Yeah.
Right, but it ain't. Do you know what I mean? So I said, oh, it's all right if I have a look at your hunting dogs? He went, yes, sir, it is. So I went straight over to the fucking bulldog that just happened to have only one fucking eye. Right? Anyway, I like, fussies, and he went, what you fucking doing? That ain't a hunting dog, that's just a cat's dog. These are the hunting dogs. And I turned round, that's when I seen Sparkplug, and he got fucking 3 legs. His back leg missing. They got like 4 hands on it. And he went, yes, sir, we run the disabled hunting team. Right, starting to crack like, you know what I mean? I thought, fucking hell. Anyway, off we went on the fucking And that's when I realised what fucking catahoula hounds were. There ain't no fucking dog on the planet
Really?
like a catahoula hound, no.
Why?
Well, for a start, it's just the sheer evolution of them.
Okay.
Right? If they ain't no good, they die.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You get too close to that fucking pig. What happens is when you pull up, you'll see the dogs start sniffing, and they'll send 1 or 2 dogs out. They'll clip them, and it's in this stuff called sawgrass.
Yeah, I just see it there.
But
It
this is
looks
it.
like reeds, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's about that high.
Yeah.
Right, so the dogs are fucking off. Anyway, a catahoula hound won't make a fucking noise until it stops whatever it's running after.
Okay.
Right, well, you got like coon hounds, running walkers, plot hounds. They all do different things, but mainly like a red bone, they'll start off rather than running, right?
So he'd be a catch dog, would he?
That's the catch dog. That was
Yeah.
Brad, the catch dog. But what they'll do is they'll bay all the way, and then when they stop it, they change from a bay to a chop. So they know that they've got it. Catahoula hounds don't do that. Catahoula hound won't make a fucking noise until it's stopped it, keeping it in one place. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, your dog's off, or 1 or 2 of them, then they'll find a pig, and then you can hear them baying, and then they'll slip 2 or 3 others. Then, they hike towards the sound, obviously.
Yeah.
When you get there, all that sawgrass is smashed down. It's a big circle about as big as this room, with the dogs and the pig going fucking crazy.
Well,
to
they've
each other.
been working each other.
That's when they release the catch dog. Catch dog runs in, grabs it by the ear. As soon as it's got it by the ear, they're all on it. But the maddest thing was, there was 2 teams on us, and we reached this pig before the team with the catch dog.
Right.
So I could see what was going on. There was a Florida cur called Dan right up on its nose, and 2 catahoula hounds baying its side. Well, anyway, this fucking hog rushed this Florida cur, got him on the floor. You could hear him screaming like fuck. As soon as he did that, then fucking catahoula hounds were on that pig, biting the shit out on it till it let go.
Really?
As soon as it let go, they backed off and bayed it again.
They properly work it, like.
Mate, they have to think for themselves. When you see like hunting dogs are usually waiting for an instruction to do something, right, from the human. Catahoula hounds don't do that. They have to think for themselves. Because sometimes when they let them go, they're there for an hour before you get there. Do you know what I mean? So they've got to fucking stay alive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them pigs, tuss, man, they'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
This is just an 18-month-old pig. And if you can look at the teeth there, see how they're worn away?
That's razor sharp, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, these ain't now because I've had this years. Like
Yeah,
that.
but they would have been.
But what these are wetters, they're cutters, and the top ones are wetters.
Yeah.
Right, so they sharpen them, they do this. When you come up, you can hear it going, what the fuck's that? That's the pig sharpening his fucking teeth.
Lifting its jaw
Do you know what I mean? Making them razor sharp, because they fight other balls with them.
Yeah.
That catches a dog, mate, they're fucked.
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos of the big catch dogs with all the, armoured.
Yeah, the
Armoured
catch
chest.
dogs are usually armoured up, but the hounds, occasionally will put light armour on an hound. I've got some
Yeah,
here.
but they've got to work, so.
I've got a fucking Kevlar vest somewhere. I think it's upstairs, I'll fetch it. Is it in here? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And that'll give them enough protection with it?
Yeah, that'll give them protection, yeah. Unless it gets in here.
Yeah, unless it gets through a gap, like.
You know what I mean? But like, there's only so much protection you can take.
Yeah.
I'll go to a place, and what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to come with us when we go next year, probably April time, to a thing called Uncle Earl's Hog Trials. Mm-hmm. It's I was there in 2014. It's the fucking craziest thing in the world, right? They'll go out, catch, say, 200 pigs, pen them up, hogs, do you know what I mean? And then they've got a big, massive fucking arena, right? And you get every redneck from all over the country meeting there. It's just that every fucker's got dungarees on, beard, Do you know what I mean? And it looks like there's been a fucking
flannel and dungarees. If you're not wearing that, you're dressed wrong.
Yeah, well, I put tweeds on. I always wear fucking I wear tweeds all the time, you know what I mean? But like, unless you got... It looks like there's they closed every fucking shoe stall there because no cunt's got any fucking shoes on. And they buy these pigs, right? 2 dog bay, 1 dog bay. Yeah. It's $60,000 for the winner.
Bloody hell.
60 grand for the top dog.
That's their version of the Waterloo Cup.
Yeah, it's similar, yeah. But they have them all over America, but it's massive money. So some people, that's all they do for a living. Just travelling around with bay dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I met this bloke when I went out to get some sperm.
Right.
Bring it back in my mouth. To put across my bitch, right? I ended up bringing a dog in. But I met this bloke called Mr. Strong. You ever seen Duck Dynasty?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's their next door neighbour.
Right.
He went to Vietnam with Soy, the old man. Well, I met him, and he's a multi-millionaire. Right, what he done was, when he come back from Vietnam, they give all the soldiers so much money. Right, so what he done, he lives in Louisiana. So what he did was, he bought a small shop. Done all right, you know what I mean, and it kept doing well, so he bought another one. In the end, he had 7 of them. And his mates come up to him and said, "Tell you what, Miss Strong, you want to turn those into fucking pharmacies. You'll make a fucking killing." So he changed them into pharmacies.
Right.
And then he went on, and then he had 30. Right. And then this big conglomerate come up to him and said, "We'll buy them off you." And they give him $150 million.
Jesus.
Right. So the thing is, what all he done was knocked his house down that he was living in and built a bigger one.
Yeah.
Because the rednecks are rednecks, you can't get it out of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, spread into them.
He was the fucking tightest twat you've ever seen in your life. Well, he bought this fucking dog that I was going to use that had won Uncle Earl's twice, which is fucking unheard of. Do you know what I mean? And he wanted $1,000 for the sperm. Well, anyway, I said, yeah, loads of shit happened while we were there. I'll tell you another time. Loads of fucking shit happened while we were there. But in the end, he was just a fucking idiot. He wouldn't he couldn't be asked to do anything. You know, I said, look, I need some more pictures, and the dog ain't registered. You got to register the dog, like, you know.
Yeah.
In the end, I said to him, his family I know, they're like my family over there, called the Cokers. Miss Judy says, "I just want to tell him bollocks if you don't mind," because they don't say bollocks. I said, "Yeah, you can fucking tell him to go and fuck himself." So I'd give him $1,000, right, for this sperm. I said, "I tell you what, tell him to just send me $900 back. He can keep the $100 for fucking about, even though he'd done nothing." And that's what he did. He kept $100 a month doing nothing, even though he's worth $150 million fucking dollars. But that's what they're like. He had one dog, and a boar took the top of its fucking head off, the skin, flapping about. And he rung the vets. I got it was a top dog. And he was ringing him. While he's driving, he said, "How much is going to cost me?" They told him how much. Pulled into a garage, got some super glue, and just super glued the top.
Jesus.
Instead of spending a bit of fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the whole place is crazy.
Yeah,
until you sort it out in your head what it's like, you know what I mean? Well, all them years ago when I was there, I swore, when I seen these catahoula hounds, what they could do, how they thought about things, you can see the thought process going off in there. I thought, "I'm fucking having one of them. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get one of them back." So that was it then. And it took me about 18 years. I waited till the laws changed there to get them back, so I didn't want one in quarantine.
Yeah.
And I bought 2 back, breeding pair, and had a litter.
Bloody hell.
But they are the most intelligent fucking dog.
What do they cost you to buy out there? Is it
$300?
like a terrier price? I would say a terrier price, but at the moment the fucking world's gone mental with dogs. But what you'd expect a normal dog to be?
$250, $300.
Yeah.
Depending on who you have it off.
Yeah.
If you get one of Don Andy's, you're going to be paying serious money. But he was a top. He's dead now. Like, he's just died. But mine come from top lions. Do you know what I mean? I went and got what I wanted.
Yeah. Why not?
I went to Tennessee to visit this fucking bloke. He'd got some before I met the Cokers. And he said to me, "Right, give me the fucking address for me sat nav." I said, "Right, I'll be there either late tomorrow or the day after." Well, I stopped in this town met these two rednecks, went out drinking with them, didn't I? So it took me 2.5 days to get to this bloke's house. And the sat navs there will take you right to the door.
Will it?
They ain't like here. Well,
To be fair, my sat nav got me here. I just couldn't work out which one was yours.
yeah. Well, I fucking gets to this, like, going along this, like, dirt track. It says turn right. So I turn right. It's like a fucking going up a mountain. It's like dirt track. And what the fuck? So I'm tapping the fucking sat nav. Don't know why, but I keep tapping it. Anyway, it keeps going up and up and up and on. And then all of a sudden, come out into this fucking plateau and there's this house. So, like, we're like a veranda around it, you know, like a porch around it, all around the outside. So I get out the car. I went, hello, fucking next thing. Fucking door comes out. This bloke comes out with like a fucking shotgun. What are you on, motherfucker? Right, point this guy. I went, I'm the Englishman, right? He went, who? I said, the Englishman. He went, well, come on in. Right, fucking come on in. And I've been expecting you. Like, fucking, I was shaking like a fucking leaf. He went, you want a beer? I went, yeah, I'd love one, thanks. I sit it down. So he goes to the fucking fridge, gets this beer out, hands it me, and I'm like, He went, are you okay? You're shaking, sir. I went, well, yeah, I said I've never been fucking threatened with a gun before. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit of a fucking shock, really. I mean, Englishmen, we don't really do stuff like that. And he went, well, I thought he was working for the fucking IRS, which is the tax service. Fuck. But then he started telling me, he told me the craziest fucking things. Like the bulldog, the American bulldog. The American bulldog, what they did was, they've got these dogs called Old English Whites. They used to advertise them in fucking farm papers, right? They were a bulldog that we took over in early Victorian times, some of the first settlers, and they kept them true. But they don't really do anything. They're brilliant for catching hogs, or what they mainly use them for is bringing fucking cattle down. If they've got like a steer that they need to separate from a pullet, and they'll drag it and bring it down. But they're a bit smaller, well, a lot smaller than the American bulldog.
Yeah.
But people wanted them as a guard dog. Right,
Okay.
as well. So what they done was they crossed the catahoula around with them. Right, that's where you get the American bulldog today as a guard dog.
Oh, really? So it's a dog that can think, but yet...
A catahoula hound, right? You don't need to show a catahoula hound how to guard. You need to tell a catahoula hound to fucking calm down.
Yeah, to pack it in.
Do you know what I mean? Not guard so fucking much. So, and that's how he told me to them. That's how you get the different variations of American bulldog. But he said that catahoula hound, everybody who's got catahoula hounds said exactly the same thing. You can train a catahoula hound to do anything you fucking want.
Really?
And you can. Because they're that intelligent. My opens the doors. Do you know what I mean? She can get out. It's fucking phenomenal with things.
Yeah.
And any game they come up against, right, they never forget it again.
Really?
So when they go in again, they know exactly what it is
how to
work it, or which way to go about it.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, to me, it's the fucking ultimate place to go.
Yeah.
The deep south.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Gator hunting, fucking hog hunting. I've got somebody I've been in touch with. He lives in Idaho and he wants to do some alligator hunting. But what he does is he hunts bears, right? Grizzlies and black bears with his dogs. Right? But these dogs climb above the fucking bear in the tree and bay the fucking bear. They're like 60 foot up in the fucking air, these dogs are. Bears up there, I'll get it up in a minute, show you. And the fucking the dogs are baying the bears. You know what I mean? So I asked him what line they were, and they're a mixture of a lot of things, but he said they've got catahoula around him, but you can't put too much catahoula around him. Because if you do, it adds too much grit and they'll get engaged the bear and fucking die like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what he wants to do is he wants me to sort him some gator hunting out and then he's going to sort me some bear hunting out.
Bloody hell.
So you can come on that if you want.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because, like I said before, you know, me being a gamekeeper, I'm a soft twat really. And I'm happier to help and watch somebody with their passion and do it myself.
Yeah.
Like Beater's day, I don't carry a gun. But I'm happy to see all my beaters having a good day.
Yeah.
And that's what lunatic I've turned into.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I live next door to a big, massive estate. I've got loads of keepers as friends, you know what I mean? I mean, I think, personally, that driven shoots ain't going to be around for much longer.
No, I can't. Not the big ones, anyway.
No, because you got like the fox hunt, right? As soon as the internet comes about, you can write in here, look at this bloke, look at this twat, sitting on an horse with a red jacket on, pack of fucking hounds, or, you know what I mean, one hound could kill a fox, but they're using 30.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, mate, people shoot fucking rats with 12s. You don't need a fucking 12, but it just does the job quicker, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's like
garden
a
gun
guaranteed
can do
thing.
it.
But they don't understand that. And once you say, you see, the original shoots, right, were French. It was called a batteur.
Yeah.
Right, where what they do is they get everybody from the local area to drive all the animals into a wood and then put fucking sheets all the way around the wood, make a funnel, and then the next day they'd flush it from the back so everything run down the funnel and the people would shoot it. That's how it originated.
Yeah.
But they tried to bring that over here and it weren't working because the farmers and that, they didn't want to do it. They looked at it as cruel.
Yeah.
Right, and that's how the driven shoot come. They just didn't put anything round it.
Yeah.
Like the French did. And it evolved from that. But people ain't going to stick for that for much longer, you know what I mean?
No.
They're already onto us for fucking digging and fucking...
Yeah. I've just had a friend who's had all his dogs taken off him for... All his dogs taken off him for digging. And he wasn't doing anything illegal. The police got there. They even bolted the fox in front of him. In front of the police.
You don't have to. What they do is they bend laws. Like, you can't have a pit bull. Now, it changed somewhere to you can't have a pit bull type. They can take any lurcher off you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're arresting lads for fucking air coursing. I would have thought, if I looked at the area where they're taking them people up, like Norfolk or anything, I'm pretty sure I could find some crime that's a lot more serious than running the fucking air.
Yeah.
But they spend valuable money on trying to... They wouldn't be doing it for thousands of years. It's something that's fucking inbred in us.
Yeah.
When you release that dog on that air, there's something inside you, right, that you've inherited from thousands of years back that makes you think this is a fucking beautiful sight.
That was the thing I loved with the... I was... It's funny because I was never... My dad liked the coursing. He used to go whippet coursing in bits and pieces when it was
whippet
all on.
coursing to greyhound coursing.
And then I got into the Salukis when I was younger. And then... Actually, that's what I did on my 18th birthday, went Saluki coursing. So, because I got nothing else to do with my life. So, I then went keepering and didn't really have much to do with it. And then it wasn't until my boss, where I'd done my apprenticeship, had it lurcher and I got the job and went there. He went, come on, we'll go out the dog tonight. Fucking hell, it's brilliant. And it went from that, and then I left the keeping and went to work for the hunt. And then I thought to myself, I said, would you fly the bird of prey? I went, yeah, I'll fly the bird of prey. And that buzz that I got from the slip of the dog, I got 10 times slipping a Goldie.
That's fucking it, mate. You fight, you fucking...
Do you know what I mean? It was just... I didn't care if the bird caught whatever.
No, it's not about that.
But fucking hell, that was that bit, especially that bit when it's up behind it, giving it all that, and all of a sudden, it takes a strike, and you go, yeah! And the hare jumps up at the middle and runs off. You think, oh, you know, well done.
But like you try and tell something, you're just cruel. No, we ain't fucking cruel.
No.
Do you know what I mean? We're just acting out what fucking...
I couldn't care less. It's that pinnacle moment of the catch or not. Did he get it? Did he not get it?
Yeah.
That bit of adrenaline rush. Awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. There's nothing like it.
It's like getting a fox in a net.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less killing foxes anymore. I do it at work because I've got to. I had a lot of trouble this year with foxes. But when you bolt a fox into a net, that first whoosh and that net as it hits it, there's no better sensation of working that quarry and getting to the end of it.
It's just we were born with that in us.
Yeah.
Right? It ain't like we're fucking serial killers or torture animals or anything like that. It ain't nothing to do with that.
You didn't watch my podcast last night, did you, by any chance? You didn't watch my podcast last night. I literally spoke about this last night. I spoke about I did a live one. I spoke about the RSPB taking money and taking the piss. And I spoke about keepers killing what they shouldn't be killing. And one of the things that I said... the first thing I said was, why are keepers tarred with that same brush should we all kill birds of prey?
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, if you go... Dr. Shipman, he killed all them people, but you don't go to the doctors and go, you're going to kill me, do you?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
So why should we, doctors aren't all tarred with the same brush, why should we be?
If you look at 90%, all right, of any animals that have been brought back from slight extinction or something, or fucking, the numbers have got down to worrying fucking numbers, right? There'll be a keeper behind it, bringing them back. Do you know what I mean? There'll be somebody who's there who's done that sort of thing, or does that, who knows what happens, because it ain't all about that animal, it's about the other animals that are around it.
Yeah,
controlling them.
That's what's about the RSPB. The RSPB have got a big thing about keepers at the moment. Do you know they asked for £6 million on the Orkney mainland for a stoat predation programme to kill the stoats for the other birds, right? 6 million they asked for to kill these, so they could kill these stoats. Well, I've never been paid 6 million in my life to kill a stoat, and I'm pretty good at it. They've got colleges full of keepers who want to learn to do that sort of thing. I bet you they could do it for nothing.
I know, mate. I know, it's fucking ridiculous.
But it's because we're gamekeepers, we're not allowed to, but yet the RFPB can.
It's fucking, mate.
And it costs 6 million in the process.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking stupid. I mean, there's some RSPCA bloke just been fucking nicked for £186,000 that he's stolen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's just been convicted. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So they can't go around saying, if you look anything, if you want to preserve one species that's fucking obviously its numbers are suffering, you got to have people who are used to killing stuff out in the countryside watching it.
The one thing keepers can do is produce wildlife.
Yeah.
And that's because the offset of what we're good at, and that's producing game. And they just need to work together, but they don't. And it's gutting that they don't work together because what, like I said last night, what could be achieved is astronomical, but what is achieved is piss all.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right round here. I've walked up here with a deer on my back.
Yeah.
Nobody says fuck all. Oh, gives a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody says anything. It's only people who've never been brought up here suddenly get some kind of idea on how things should run. I was out of work once, went to sign on, this is years ago, fucking 25 years ago. Anyway, I gets down to the fucking door, and I went in, and the woman said, names, Monty, he was dressed, 54 New Street. She went, are you the one that they call Monty? I went, yeah. She went, you're the one with all the dead animals around the back of your yard, ain't you, hanging up? I went, what the fucking hell? I said, what are you on about? She said, I've heard you've got loads of dead animals hanging outside the back of your house, right? Because she obviously only comes from Atherstone. I went, who the fucking hell told you that? She goes, well, is it true? And I said, well, obviously it ain't true. She went, why? I said, because it'd stink, wouldn't it? I said, you ever seen a dead animal has a tendency to smell? I said, why would I keep anything around my backyard? She goes, well, I've been told. I said, look, occasionally I'll hang a couple of pheasants up there for like a day or a night, right? Or a fucking deer, do you know what I mean? That's it. Do you know what I ain't fucking eat? I don't keep them round there just for fucking...
Walking itself off the yard of maggots.
They come up with the most stupid fucking shit, do you know what I mean? But that's life, isn't it? Do you want another cup of tea?
Aye, go on in.
Fucking... It's all right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, my mates in America eat coyote.
Do that.
Fucking regular.
I tell you what, I bet badger would eat all right. It honks. But
I've heard about it.
But they've got a varied diet again, haven't they?
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I've heard some people say...
There's that old boy from Birmingham, wasn't there, who used to live on the roundabout, used to eat roadkill.
Yeah, badger hams, you heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but... I mean, like, if you look back... the Saxons, right, had discovered how to treat the fucking coat of a badger. They used badger coats regular on for cloaks and shit.
Right, okay.
I don't know how to do that now.
Yeah.
Something that's been lost in time. Now, I don't think Saxons would have spent all that time digging something out or catching it at night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to use the skin. I think they'd have ate the fucking meat.
Well, I done my Christmas episode that goes out, because this one won't go out until January. I've got a bit of a backlog, which is nice.
Yeah, go on.
But I've done a bit of a special on Christmas. A man called Will Lord. Now he's been on the Discovery Channel with various bits and pieces. Now he's a bit of an archaeologist, but he's a primal. I can't remember what he calls himself now. Primal something or other, and he's mental but brilliant. And I found myself getting sucked right into his world. And in his garden, he's got this bit of a tent with all skin around it, and he cures his own skins, and he'll use a whole animal.
Where's this at?
This is in Suffolk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you look him up, he's
It's
on.
like Primal Scream, is it?
No, it's Primal. I'll show you. I'll tell you exactly what he is. He's absolutely a fascinating guy. He's been. He's a flint napper. Does all that sort of. So he makes all the knives and stuff with him. A really, really interesting guy. Complete and utterly 100% mental. There you go. Have a flick through there. But he was interested. He got such a love for the for stone and for doing all that sort of thing. It's unreal. And he uses everything. So he'll make. If you've got a knot, if he makes you a knife from flint, he'll bind it with tendon twines. And he does it all properly. It's really interesting.
I've heard they never go blunt.
I don't suppose they do. I don't know. I could have a good go.
Yeah, I'm a blunt fucker. I blunt every other fucking knife I get.
Exactly. Or snap the end off, trying and use it
I
as a
ain't too bad. I
screwdriver.
used to be a slaughterman when I left school, so...
Oh, mine usually end up trying to be a screwdriver to get, when you got the lug screw in your rifle stuck or something, you stick your knife in it, undo it, and you snap the end off.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that'll do.
But yeah, that's it. That's the Christmas one, and he's that, and he'll use all the meat. And
I'm going to watch all you've done. I'm having a full day. As soon as you leave today, I'm having a full day watching your podcast.
Yeah, there's some of them on YouTube. Not all of them are on there. I'll show you where the rest of them are, so you can have a listen. They all will end up on YouTube, but I've got my internet's run by one hamster in the village, and if you get him on a bad day, it can take me a day to get a whole video loaded up.
Oh, one of the ass pulled 238s out, chucked him in. I said, "What the fucking are you doing with them?" Right. So why do we know what kind of fucking line dance are we going to if you need 238 fucking pistol? I always carry all the time. I said, "Well, why you got two?" I said, "Look, if it's a gunfight, right, get this fucker right, I ain't going to be shooting nobody." I says, "Even if they're shooting at me," he went, "Why?" I says, "Because I'm more scared of being bumfucked in one of your major fucking IMAX fucking prisons than I'm of being shot." I had to tell every redneck we met then that. Tell them why you will not shoot. Well, anyway, we get to this fucking... Mate, it's the fucking... Anyway, we get to this fucking... line dance. Anyway, we go in and it's like a big fucking massive place. Like, well, it's where the trade horses.
Okay.
Right, but they empty it out and have a line dance in there. And then at the back bit, there's like 5 pool tables. So we went in, me and Jake Lark, and Alan's fucking chatting this woman up line dancing with her. Anyway, we got in, we go in the pool, right? There's two blokes playing pool next to us, right? And we're playing pool, all of a sudden, these pair finish playing there, and the geezer who's won holds his cue like that, turns to his fucking missus, it's like to him, and he went, "Yonty," right? And she fucking gets up, walks over to the table. I said to Jake, "What the fucking hell did he just say?" He went, "What?" I said, "He just said something like fucking Yonto." Right? I said, "What the fucking hell's Yonto mean?" He went, "Do you fucking want to?" I went, I said, so rednecks have managed to confine a fucking full sentence into one fucking word. But mate, you'll fucking love it. You can shoot any gun you want to shoot. 50 cal pistols.
Full.
And the best on it is, you don't have to travel to do it.
Really?
It's fucking everywhere.
So, that was Monty. What an episode that was. Now, Monty, great guy. Before you head off, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment and please share everything that's going on that I'm trying to push out, because without you guys, this doesn't work. So, thank you very much. Catch you later.